Demystify nutrition. That is the mission of Viome Life Sciences. The preventative healthcare company provides at-home health testing products to help its users, which number more than 500,000, get personalized food and supplement recommendations that are backed by science. Joining us now is the founder and CEO of Viome Life Sciences, Naveen Jain. Naveen, by the way, is no stranger to startups. He is the founder of InfoSpace, Intellius, and TalentWise. Naveen, thank you so much for joining us today.
What a pleasure to be with you. I'm really looking forward to it.
So I mentioned demystifying nutrition. That sounds like something we all want to learn more about. But I'm curious as to when you started this company, what was the problem, the specific problem you were trying to solve?
Yeah, first of all, in Scarlett, our medical industrial complex, everyone makes money when you and I are sick, and no one makes money when we are healthy. So the problem that I set out to solve was, what if we can actually understand what is happening inside the body, so we can figure out exactly what is the right nutrition that to keep our body healthy, to prevent the diseases from happening, diagnose them early, and God forbid, outright reverse them.
So how intrusive are these at-home tests? What do consumers, what do users have to provide?
But first of all, if you can spit on a tube, so you give us a spit of your saliva, and then you give us a touch of your stool, and you actually do a finger prick and drop 2 drops of blood, and that's all you need. And from all of that, we do a complete unbiased RNA sequencing. And what I mean by RNA is, unlike most people are familiar with the DNA. So DNA does not change when you and I gain weight. DNA doesn't change when you develop diabetes or depression or heart disease. It is the gene expression, or your RNA is constantly changing. So we actually analyze the 100 million biomarkers by looking at everything that's happening in the top of the digestive tube, at the bottom of the digestive tube, and all around the digestive tube in the blood. That means we're looking at your gut microbial activity, oral microbial activity, your mitochondria, all of your immune function, and then we tell you what is happening inside your body. What is your biological age? What is your heart health? What's your gut health? What is your immune health? And then we go through and tell you, don't eat avocado right now because your uric acid production is too high. Or don't eat spinach. Maybe Popeye told you spinach is good for everyone. It's not good for you because your oxalates are not being metabolized properly. Or don't eat broccoli right now because your sulfite production is too high. So we can tell you exactly what foods to eat and why, what foods not to eat and why, and then we go through every nutrition that your body is lacking. So we can say, please go ahead.
No. I'm curious. As you tell us all the wonderful things you can do with this data, who or what is analyzing the data? Is it AI? Is it human scientists? Is it human doctors?
Well, first of all, there's no human scientist that can analyze 100 million biomarkers, right? So it has to be all done through AI. So we actually have a completely automated lab that takes the small sample and analyzes 100 million, converts the analog sample into digital, and then we look at all of these gene expression and then put them through AI. And AI actually goes through and actually discovers what's happening in your body and what are the right nutrients for you. And I was saying that not only just the food, we go through and say, your really body needs 22 milligram of lycopene every day, take 17 milligram of amylase every day. And we literally take every ingredient from vitamin, mineral, herbs, digestive enzyme, amino acid, and custom make the capsules just for you every single month. That means no 2 people ever get the same thing.
So Naveen, what happens to the data that I would provide the company? I guess it goes to train the AI, right? It feeds into that, but do you keep it? Is there any chance, or is there a business in the future where you might, I don't know, give access to it to scientists, to companies, to insurance companies even?
So first of all, Scarlett, all the data is completely anonymized. That means we take all that information that is PII, we separate it out. Take the anonymized data, and then we actually analyze that at an aggregate basis. And this is what allows us to now discover the stage 1 cancer in your mouth or throat that we have received FDA breakthrough device designation for, so that we can now detect stage 1 cancer in your mouth or throat. We are doing the same thing for Crohn and colitis, which are IBD. We are validating it now for colon polyps, which is 8 to 10 years before you can develop a colon cancer. And we hope to now do actually stage 1 pancreatic cancer. And these are the kind of things that can only be done because we have now analyzed over 1 million 1 million samples and collected over 100 quadrillion biological data points. And that is what allowed us to do the things that we do today.
This sounds really interesting, and this may not be a fair comparison, the one I'm about to make, but it kind of reminds me of 23andMe.
Please don't be. I knew you were going to say that.
Well, the thing is, the problem there is once you get a test, that's it. There's no reason to really buy another test, right? You're a one-time customer. There's no repeat business. You're going a different route, though, because you have a subscription business built into this.
Actually, more than that, remember the problem was that DNA never changes, right? So if you develop 200 pounds, your DNA is still the same. In fact, your DNA doesn't even change after you die. And what we're really analyzing is the things that are dynamic, your gene expression and your gut microbial activity, not just what organisms are there in your gut, but what they are actually doing. Same thing in your oral cavity, not just the oral microbiome and the organisms, but what they are actually doing. And this is the biggest difference, Scarlett, that no microbiome company has ever figured out how to do that. Everyone tells you what organisms are in your gut, and the same organism can be good for you or the bad for you. So when people take probiotic, they can actually harm you because they don't know that organism is what is going to do in your gut. So we actually look at the activity of these microbes, so we know, are they producing good things or they're producing bad things.
Right.
So they're producing butyrate, it's good. When they're producing LPS, it's bad.
One last question before I let you go. We know that American consumers are more weary than ever of expert medical opinions than they were in the past, certainly. And the benefits of vaccine are no longer a given, right? What does the move towards do your own research mean for your business? Is it good or is it bad?
So first of all, is that we want everyone to be the CEO of their own health. And I really think that what Bobby Kennedy is doing is really good. We have to start in the kitchen. The medicines of the future have to come from a farm, not the pharmacy. And the future of healthcare will be delivered at home, not at the hospital. And that means the healthcare starts in the kitchen, not in some doctor's office. I think that's really what we have to do is now the AI is really making it possible for us to look at all the data in a massive quantity and to be able to get the analysis, which is the expert advice from not just one person, but really from the knowledge of the wisdom of the humanity.
Naveen Jain, thank you so much for joining us. Naveen is founder and CEO at Viome Life Sciences. Before we